Yesterday we got our stock of the Nintendo Switch 2 and today we're going to unbox it. Let's get started. First thing we need to do is just pull this little tab and you'll see that that just kind of folds down and it then opens. Yeah, so I'm just going to jump into the video real quick while I'm editing it and just say that I opened it upside down. You want to flip it open before you actually open it. Oh boy, I can't see anything. I think I opened that the wrong way. Let's try that again, shall we? Nah, it's the cat's out of the bag now. I've opened it the wrong way. Okay, that kind of folds up, does it? Yep. I think this is meant to go differently. You know what? We don't care. It's unboxed. Okay, so we have the Joy-Cons. This is the left with the blue. Very snazzy. The right with the orange, even snazzier. Console itself. Which is the snazziest. Man, this thing feels nice. Few things immediately that I notice about it, it definitely feels nicer at the back than what the Switch does. So I have the Switch OLED here to compare. Actually, no, I tell a lie. The OLED feels very, very similar in terms of the plastic. Obviously, it has the metal kickstand at the bottom. On the OLED, kickstand here is, well, just metallic kind of feel, but plastic, I assume. I actually don't know, but it feels fine. Comparing the two side by side. Obviously, the Switch 2 is a lot bigger. As you can see, the kickstand is quite good. It is adjustable. It feels real sturdy. I think after the original Switch's kickstand not feeling that sturdy, they've really paid attention to it with the Switch OLED and obviously with the Switch 2 as well. Seems to be really, really good, which I'm happy about. In terms of the Joy-Cons, they're a little bit different to attach from what we've seen in the videos. So with the Switch OLED, obviously you slide them in. These ones seem to connect into these pins. So I imagine we just put it near and it just clips in. We're going to do that bit for this side. But it's very easy. No sliding needed. I think that's going to really help a lot of people get these on and off pretty quick. And it looks good. I can see myself. Before we turn it on, let's just check what else is in the box. No one cares about important information. No one cares. We've got a HDMI cord, as usual. Looks like it's ultra certified cable, whatever that means. But I imagine that means that it just does the 4K output. And then we just have the Joy-Con things. The Joy-Con holder, which we're going to check on that in a little bit, just to see how they feel compared to the original one. But already it's quite nice. We have the charger, of course. And last but not least, we have the dock. That's upside down. We have the dock. We have the dock. Has the Switch 2 logo on it, and at the back, it is quite a bit wider than the original dock by the looks of it. You pull down from the top, and then you get the charger, the HDMI, and Ethernet connection as well if you want to hardwire your Switch in if you're doing some online play. So moving on to the Switch, let's actually fire it up and turn it on. Oh, look at that. So at the top of the Switch we have power, the volumes, the fan, charger port 1, which there's another one at the bottom, and then where the games go, as well as the headphone jack. And I believe that is a microphone inbuilt into the console as well. But let's go ahead and set it up. Okay, so one thing we can do is transfer data from our original Switch. This is important if you have saved data, you don't use the cloud or anything like that, and you want to move that stuff over to the new console. So we're going to show how to do that now. So we're just going to get our original Switch on, begin system transfer. So this might be because this console officially comes out tomorrow, but I can't seem to transfer the data. So hopefully you guys have better luck than I do. We're just going to continue without transferring it. Oh, they physically make you do it. So there's a release button at the back. And then it just pulls out. That's the release, by the way. You can actually see the... Oh, no, they want me to do both. Okay. Yep, get it. I'm going to hit later for the TV, but we will show you that. We're also not going to put those on. Oh my god, we got to update it. And apparently we're up to date. Okay, well. We just won't sign in. I'll select Mario, even though Luigi is superior. That's all that comes in it, by the way. How depressing. Where's the manuals and the art books? I miss the old times. The game card, it will go up here. So we can pull that out. I guess the top goes in there once it's in. Just push it in. And then a system update is required to use this game card, apparently. And I'm guessing it's going to tell me that we're up to date. Oh no. Hey, we got it. Anyway, there we go. So we can now play Mario Kart World. We'll give him a Vespa. Eat it, nerds. Look at us go. No, why are we getting beat? Come on, Luigi. Okay, so I also just want to quickly see how it looks on the TV. So give me 1 minute and I'll set that up. Okay, so we have it plugged into the TV in the dock. You'll see it there at the bottom of the console. Whoa, immediately compared to like playing on the Switch. One thing is like, oh, what am I doing? One thing is very, very apparent is the resolution, and you can definitely tell the frames per second, the higher resolution is very, very welcomed. What am I doing? I think I need to concentrate on actually playing the game. I am massive, by the way. Okay, let's quickly get ahead of some fools. That guy's grinding? Question mark. Okay, this is the gameplay you want to show where it says I'm in first. Hell yeah. So what are my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2 in the 5 minutes that I've been using it? It's definitely bigger than the Switch and the Switch OLED. It's very, very nice to hold. The controllers feel great. The Joy-Cons feel great. The resolution is definitely improved. The on-screen resolution is improved. One other thing to note, when I was connecting it to the TV, it did say that, so essentially what I used was the original AC adapter from the old Nintendo Switch dock, and it wouldn't let me use it. It said, please use the one that's supplied with the console. So keep that in mind. If you're going to swap from Nintendo Switch to Nintendo Switch 2, you need to use the AC adapter that is supplied with the Switch 2 and not the AC adapter that is from the original Switch. Which there's nothing wrong with that, just it took me a few minutes to kind of work that out. I was wondering why it wasn't working. But here we are. So Game Chat also needs an update if you want to use that. It looks like everything needs a system update. Yeah, I imagine the update is probably going to be coming tomorrow with day one. So yeah, you have your virtual game cards as well. Yeah, again, you can't really do anything on the Switch until you get an update. You can also set like the TV resolution like kind of manually here. And these are all your options for display. Same thing with audio. You can set your output source. You can also set your input source as well. So if you have a microphone or you're using the Nintendo camera for some reason, you can kind of set that. Themes, you just have basic white and basic black. You can display the console battery that is in system settings. So yeah, you can't actually sign in or do anything at the moment. I guess that's why they have the day one update, is to make sure that people who get this early can't actually use it or do anything on it. Essentially, I only got this early because this is our stock, and I thought I'd do a video on the one that I'm keeping. So there we go.